What up, YouTubers? This is my first live tutorial for food. I figure why not show you guys what I do when time is of the essence and resources are running low and you still want to eat something that's delicious and hot and your husband doesn't eat just any kind of thing. So I figured let me show you guys how I make my pesto chicken. It's one of the easiest meals ever and it tastes really great. You just have to come up with whatever sides you'd want to serve the chicken with. So let's just get started. You're going to need chicken breast, salt and pepper, pesto, which I hear you can make yourself, but I go to Aldi's. This is like $1.49 or something like that. Provolone cheese, a little bit of cooking spray. I use this to tenderize my chicken. This piece right here be getting it. Pop, pop, pop. A knife. And any kind of baking dish. I'm going to put it on here. Sometimes I use a deeper type dish, like one of those glass dishes, because this is going to make a lot of sauce. But we're going to eat it with like mashed potatoes, so we don't really need sauce. We already have mashed potatoes as a leftover. So now I need to make some meat, and I need to make it quickly. Tomorrow's the 4th of July, so I need to focus on seasoning that meat. You feel what I mean? All right, here we go. So I'm not going to beat it completely on here because this is my stovetop, and I don't want to jack it up. But what I'm going to do is just take my mallet. This is called it's actually called a tenderizer. You can also use, oh look. You can also use tenderizer that comes in a bottle like this, but this works great. Get it, get it, get it, get it. And I'm glad I'm doing this tutorial live so you can see how quickly you can make this dish. Alright, so now that I've flattened that out a little bit, I'm going to take my knife and I'm just going to cut a few slits through the chicken to make sure that when I put my salt and pepper, it goes inside. You know, these are very thick chicken breasts. If you're using, what do you call it, thinner slices or tenderloins or something like that, then you don't need to do this, obviously. Alright, salt. Oh, my bad. Just so you guys know, I did preheat the oven to 375 degrees. I did that first, and then I took out all of my ingredients. And sure enough, yes, Harmony. I know, we got mangoes. Woo!
They smell so good.
They smell amazing. Yes, I know. Okay, so I put the salt, pepper, and this is really just to bring out the flavor of the pesto because the pesto really has enough seasoning in it. But you can have all types of herbs and stuff. If you don't have some salt in your food, it doesn't bring it out. Kind of like how salt brings out the flavor even with sugary type things. Like if you've noticed in any type of recipe for baking, you got to put some salt. It just brings flavor out. That's all. Okay, so I don't know what kind of spoon you would call this. Maybe not, yeah. It's not quite a teaspoon. To me, this is like in between a teaspoon and a tablespoon. Something in the doors. Lord. All right, so I take like 2 of those. Sorry, the handle on my mallet, it was in the dishwasher and it shouldn't have been, so it's kind of like discolored. Anyway. Alright, so I put that on top. This is the pesto. I spread it on the entire chicken. And as I go, I kind of like find the slits and open them up to make sure some of this stuff falls right in the cracks. So that as you're eating the chicken, you know, there's flavor all over. I don't like having the flavor only at the top. I think I need just a little bit more pesto. And I use another spoon because I already... Actually, I could use the same spoon because there's no more pesto. Yeah. I'm going to save this jar. Guys, when you have glass, save, save, save. Because you could always reuse it for something else. Find a place to stock them up and save them. So I'm saving this. I'm going to wash it and probably do a DIY later on during the summer with it. Alright, that's better. I like to cover it all the way. I like my little flavor. And that's a little container anyway. Alright, so that's done. You get your provolone cheese. These are really big pieces of chicken, so normally I would like cut it in half and put it on the chicken, but I really don't need to do that on this one. It's going to take 2 slices each. I cover it. It's yummy. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, I should have moved this chicken beforehand. Anyway. Ooh, I'm going to put the... Oh, no. I forgot. Got to spray this pan because I used aluminum foil here. I don't want it to burn. Alright. I'm going to move this over here. And that is legitimately it. That took, what, 7 minutes? Stick it in the oven. You're going to put your timer on for 15 minutes. All right. Whew. And that is it. In 15 minutes, you'll see that the color starts to take at the top. Listen, I know, especially in the Black community, we like to have everything well done. If you overcook this, the chicken will not be juicy, all right? Depending on your oven, my oven kind of is a bit strong. So normally, 15 minutes does the trick. So if I were you, I would put it on for 15 minutes, check it. So long as the cheese has melted and has a little bit of brown on top of it, you're good to go. That chicken is cooked, trust. So that's what I'm going to do, 15 minutes, and then I'll look at it. If I need to add another 5, I will. And that's it. The sides are ready to go, and dinner will be served. See you guys on the next one. Toodaloo.